Well, hello and welcome to the Coaches Show for Week 5 of the season. The Mustangs will travel down the road to Seminole. Seminole at 2-2 on the year, coming off of a big loss to Liberty. And sorry for our camera, we had some malfunctions with the big camera, so we're having to use the one on the laptop. But Coach, let's go back to last week. I thought it was just kind of the same as we talked about in Trinity, just not finishing drives and having just things happen late in a drive.
Right. That's one of our emphasis again this week is finishing drives and focusing when you get down on the goal line and you get in the red zone. We thought we moved the ball well, but we got down to the 3 and weren't able to put one in. New Home kept us out, and then there's some mistakes we made. So that's our emphasis right now is finishing on the goal line and then the red zone, and then defensively finishing on third down and getting off the field defensively.
Yeah, because we've been in a lot of third down situations on defense, going back to the Littlefield game, to the Trinity game. We've had the opposing offense in third down situations. We just got to flip the good fortune and get on the right side of getting people off the field. But kids are playing hard for sure.
Oh yeah, that's the big positive we talk about every week is they're getting after it. There's no question of effort. It's things that little things that we can fix. Just polishing our plays and polishing our coverages and assignments.
Well, traveling down to Seminole, of course, they've got a ton of kids on the roster. They pretty much fill up the roster from 0 to 99, putting kids on the sideline and on the field. So, they run a 2-platoon pretty much, offensive 11 and a defensive 11, so they stay fresh. And so, going and playing a bigger school like that, kind of you're going to have to battle through our guys being more tired than they're fresh.
Right.
But, going and playing a game like this, what do you look to get out of it?
Well, you look to get better, and you look to get better every week until you start district. And, we're not going to change anything we do because they 2-platoon, because ultimately it's getting us ready for Brownfield and Kermit and Lamesa. I know it's a rivalry game for us, and I know a lot of our kids know their kids and vice versa, and we know their coaching staff pretty well, Coach Pointer and the OC, Coach Pointer, and Coach Richmond and Coach Livingston. So it's a special game, but what we we talk about is we just get better every week and focus on us doing what we need to do to get better.
Well, Seminole likes to throw the ball a lot. The up-tempo offense that they have is I don't know if it's quite as fast as maybe the last couple of years with the seasoned quarterbacks they had Flowers and Holstrom, but definitely they still go fast. So I'm sure this week in practice that's been a big emphasis, being in the right spot as soon as you know that ball is placed on the ground, getting ready for the next snap.
Right, yeah. That's one thing they do very well is they use the whole field, and by doing that, they force you to play base defense and get your calls in quick. And it's the same reason why we do it off of big plays is to give those kids not a lot of time to make those calls. But they do a good job. They're well coached, and it's always talk to Coach Pointer, the young Coach Pointer, about offensive ideas and things like that. And I know we talk to Coach Richmond about defense every now and again. They're very well coached.
Offensively for us, going against their defense, I know they've given up quite a few rushing yards in the last week. 300 and something rushing yards, I think, is what they gave up. But looking at their defense and kind of scheming what we can do, a lot of the same as we've been, just be ourselves and kind of keep it balanced.
Right, and that's kind of what we had talked about from New Home is when we started running our base stuff and just getting on the stuff we've been running since August 4th. We started moving the ball, and we did let Andres came in for Joel in that second half, and he kind of gave us a spark. And was running tough. But just going back to our base stuff that we've done since the first week of two-a-days, I guess it's a comfortable level of that.
Right. Well, we'll travel down to Seminole tomorrow night, 6 o'clock pregame right here on the Denver City Network, and 7 o'clock kick in that one. And also Saturday, the girls will host Compass Academy here at the DAG. I think that's 11 o'clock ball game. So come out and support them. We'll have that right here on the Denver City Network. But that's going to be a big one in district for the girls. Compass and us have always been battling for 1 and 2 in the last couple of years in district, so that'll be a big one. They just came off of a sweep of Coahoma, who's been playing pretty good this year. So a lot of stuff going on tomorrow, and then Saturday volleyball and the Pickett Show later this afternoon. Coach, thanks for taking the time.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, we'll see y'all at 5 o'clock for the Pickett Show.